So it's been a while. Um, my foot is still in a boot. Um, it took it took a while to find some parts, but I finally talked to the right guy. Um, so I've got new studs to put drive in these dually hubs. I just threw a little bit of paint on this hub. Um, I've got new kingpins and kits and everything to put in the axle. That won't be in this video. Um, this video I'm planning on putting the studs in the hubs and rotors on the hubs, and getting that done. So um, some things have changed a little bit. My wife parks her car in the garage right now because it was an easier way for me to get in and out of the vehicle is with the vehicle in the garage already. That way I can get right into the house. So she's kind of kept doing that, and so I don't have a whole lot of room in the garage. I'm trying to figure out if I can build a shed type building out on my yard that'll be big enough to house all my projects and everything, so she can just have the entire shed or entire garage. I can get all my stuff out and in there, spread out a little bit. Get my vehicles that I keep at my parents' house in that garage, and accessible, easier. Be able to move everything out there, hopefully, and have a better place to do all this stuff. But that gives you a little bit of an update what's been happening last couple weeks. Been doctor's appointments and everything. Finally got back to work, released to work at the parts counter, which is, it's tough, but not really my jam. So hopefully in a couple weeks I'll be able to get out of the boot and go on with everything else I normally do. I'm gonna end this video. That's what I'm be working on the bench, so I don't have to walk around a whole lot and everything. So I guess there's my update. Let's get to work. All right, so that was a little tougher on me than I expected it to be. Um, so I'm gonna let that dry, and I'll come back a little later and put the rotor on. So my phone died while I was recording. I noticed it fairly quickly, but it lost the entire clip. So I've got the paint dry. My wife's doing laundry in the back. The rotors are drilled and slotted. The slots are slanted, so they're directional rotors. Um, this one is the left side rotor. The bolts that go in there to bolt it down to the hub, I'm using Loctite on so I don't have to worry about them coming loose again. So let me set you up over here. Try to get you some good angle. Yeah, let's try that. So I'll just buzz these bolts down real quick and then hit them with the There's a dually hub ready for the axle. That's all I'm doing for tonight. So we'll have to do that, another one of those hubs just like that, and then I'll show you the full thing this time, all in one, hopefully in one go. And then yeah, so see you later. All right, so I don't have a good way to pull the kingpins out of this axle yet. And that hub's all back together. So tonight I'm gonna grab this other hub, chuck it up on this table, and we're gonna start kind of tearing it down and seeing what we can get done tonight. I probably won't get the whole thing done, but we'll be closer. So let's get started. So when you've got a bolt that's super tight, it's best to use a breaker bar, because when it pops loose, that super tight and then loose can actually mess up your ratchet head. And even with the good ratchets. All right, so I know that this is not a good paint job, but I've got the big chunks off, and hopefully the paint will help keep it looking nicer longer, keep it from building up. So that's why I do it this way. Whether it's right or wrong, this is what I'm doing. So. Never seen that happen before. So you should have that flush like I have on this side. But when I drove it in, it popped past. And now I gotta figure out how to push that seal out without ruining it. Well, since the paint's drying and my foot's starting to hurt, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Didn't quite get it done in one night, but all I've got left is putting that bearings race in, putting the rotor on. So I'll probably put the rotor on tomorrow, first thing I do. Flip it over onto it after I clean that stuff off, and then put that race in and clean up the nuts, put all the bearing and securing nuts in, and then I'll set it off to the side, cover it up, keep it clean. About all we can do. It's been a couple days after last video. I was hurting pretty bad yesterday after it, so no progress has been made on anything. So let's get this rotor, get it put on. We'll flip it over, put that outer bearing race in, and we can set it to the side. The socket, I'm gonna need a socket to take the kingpins out of the knuckle, and they're tight, so I had to order the socket for it, but we'll get it done. That'll be in another video though. I think I'm gonna put the hub assembly in one video. I'm gonna figure out how to do the kingpins on this side, and then I will video this side, because it is kind of a long process to do everything all at once. So here we go. All right, clean up those nuts, stick them in there, put a rag over it, set it to the side. and that hub will be good to go. That hub is good to go. I got to do the spindle for this side, so a little more work, and then it'll be down to kingpins and a lot of fab work. Thanks for watching. Bye.